Peace, innumerable blessings, and salutations, and greetings, and all that stuff. My name is Jeanette Jackson Montana, Soulful Industry. Happy New Year! We made it! It's 2010. Okay, so this recording is for the Capricorn solar eclipse and new moon that is on January 15th, 2010. If you're over here in France with me, it's at 8:11 a.m. If you're over on the East Coast of the U.S., it's at 2:11 a.m. Ha! So there's a lot going on. So I'm really excited about the solar eclipse and new moon, but I'll try to restrain myself and keep it on focus. So let's start. New moons, as you know, are all about sowing seeds, setting intentions. Capricorn is the goat, sometimes with a fish on his tail, sometimes not. Capricorn is all about responsibility, duty, service, leadership. At its highest and best, it's a material manifester and a material master seeking to better understand other realms, higher realms. My guess is the etheric realms in some ways, and the mental realms. But anyway, I digress. Solar eclipses are about, eclipse is always the end of something. It is the end, finite, enough. It's a rapid cessation of some bullshit in your life. And being that it's a solar eclipse, the sun is all about how we express ourselves in some way. It's who we think we are. It's our ego. So we're going to be asked to radically shift our ego, shift the way that we envision ourselves, the way that we look at ourselves, the way we express ourselves. All that goodness on January 15th. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to give my 4 suggestions for working through this time, and then I'm going to prattle on, because sometimes I just like to prattle, and it's eclipse, and I feel the need to prattle. So here are the 4 suggestions for making the best use of this Capricorn solar eclipse energy. Number 4, whatever it is in your life that you have a tendency to get all uptight about, stop it. Don't wallow in anger. Don't wallow in sadness. Don't wallow in oppression. Whatever emotional state you may be in about whatever is going on, stop it. Don't wallow. Instead, shift your attention. Think about how to create and experience something new, something more. Now is the time to stop engaging bullshit by thinking that there's something you have to fight, something you have to overcome, somebody you have to shake your fist at or curse out, or there's some man that's screwing you. No, you can stop. You can put that away now. Instead, use your energy to sow seeds and create some structure that will eventually serve as a foundation for a life and a way of being that honors you. Hopefully in the Cancer full moon, you understood what you have spent so much of your time just being pissed off about or generally reacting to in some stereotypical way. So this is the solar eclipse, and that's probably part of your story of who you think you are. So just stop it and think about what you really want and create a foundation for it. Capricorn is great foundation building energy. That's just that. It's the first suggestion. Number 2. In terms of building your foundation and building your structure of what you really want, allow yourself to evaluate your place within society as a whole as you're building this structure. Look at where you are and look at where you want to be. And make sure that you're being really, really authentic, and make sure that you're doing something to engage others in an authentic way and assist them with being more authentic, just by paying attention to others and encouraging them to stop it themselves and be more authentic and create whatever they want. You're helping out a lot. But also realize that sometimes people aren't going to be supportive to you because part of their story is you staying the same. So understand, like, within society, not within just like a friend context, but in a taxpayer government context, within a student teacher context, with wherever there's hierarchy, the powers that be on the top, which also are represented by Capricorn, usually have an interest in everybody staying the same. So, with all that being said, if you feel oppressed by new legislation, if you feel like people are just generally above you, are messing with the way you do things and your new structure, understand that it's more about their need for control. Understand that it's more about them than about you. Which leads us to step or thingy number 3. I like thingy number 3. Understand that power and creativity as expression of your power, and foundation building as an expression of power, is all an internal experience. You give your power away by allowing people to impose their foundation, their own structure, their rules, their guidelines, their regulations, their expectations on you. Now, that doesn't mean you need to like take a torch to shit and just raise hell. But what it does mean is that if a structure is not serving you, seek ways to create a structure that does serve you, that but is still within, it's still responsible to your own personal duties. It also means that watch what you pay attention to, because whatever you pay attention to, you give your power. Watch what you believe in, because whatever you believe in, you give your power. And watch what you depend on, because whatever you depend on, you give your power. So if you're watching the news, you're giving the news your power. If you're believing the news, you're giving the news and whoever decides what they're going to tell you today your power. And if you're depending on somebody to do something for you, you're giving them your power. Just be aware, okay? You can do whatever you want with that. But I guess that leads us to the 4th step, which is embrace change. By really reworking your foundation for life and reworking what you want and reworking your societal relationships, you're going to be ahead of the curve. There is a undercurrent, I like that, an undercurrent of shift, an undercurrent of change, because the way things are going just isn't working. And not everybody's feeling it. Not everybody's like, oh, you know, not everybody's upset about the things that need to be changed in life. Things like food and things like healthcare and things like education. People aren't all, like, they're upset about it, but not necessarily in a practical, well, I'm just going to make sure my child reads this book and discuss these sort of things because I know at school they're getting something different, or I'm going to make sure my child eats greens, and I'm going to make sure the greens are grown out of the garden because this earth isn't contaminated sort of way. But people will get to a point where they start to freak the fuck out. So by doing the work that's in front of you now, doing what's yours to do and creating a space that's authentic and responsible, you are assisting yourself, but you're also assisting others, because when it's time to shift, it will be time to shift, and it will happen very quickly. So that's that. Thanks again for watching. Take precious care of yourself and enjoy this solar eclipse and new moon. So I will see you for the full moon in Leo that's coming up. Stay blessed. Peace.